the different points that they achieved, the different kills they had on a certain game, the different things that they picked up, and how many levels they moved up within the holidays that they've got right now. So their world is actually rotating around the visual world they have of the computer screen, of the TV screen in front of them, but the video games that they're playing, the console games they're playing, their world is rotating around that. Now we have a duty, my friends, parents who are here and the children who are listening. I want you to understand that if your parents give you everything that you want and they make you happy at this moment, you most certainly will not be happy when you grow up. There's a payoff to be given. When we were young, we hardly had any toys. When we were young, we had parents who would not give us as much affection. When we were young, we would ask so many times that we wanted something, but we never got it, and we just grew up without having those things. When we were young, we were not affluent, we did not have the pleasure of having so many games and so many different things in our houses. Yet, when we grew up, things became different. Because of the fact that our parents never gave us most of the things that we asked them to give to us, because of the fact that we never had high aspirations and high hopes when we were young, when we grew up, whatever we got, we appreciated it, because we never had anything. You have to understand our world. Our world was when you don't have much to start off with, whatever you get after that, it's like a bonus. It's something that you're really happy with. And as we moved along in life, whatever we got, we appreciated life. And it taught us, while we were young, and our parents never gave us everything we wanted, while we were young, it taught us patience. It taught us sabr. Now, you kids might not understand, but one of the most important, most valuable things you need in life to get through life is sabr, patience. Why? Because there is no single human being that is out of a problem. Every single human being is within a sphere of a certain problem that Allah has put them in. What Allah expects them to do is to solve their problem, and after a while then Allah Azza wa Jal is going to release them from the problem, but He's going to give them another problem. There is no man, there is no woman on the earth that has ever been out of a problem-solving solution. So whatever the situation is, you're always going to be in some kind of problem that you have to solve. And for that you need sabr, you need patience. Without patience there is no life, there is no happy life. Because this life has been created in a world that is going to always rotate around problem solving. Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Quran, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ. Allah said sometimes I will put you in a problem where you're in a fearful state, where you've got something where you have to fear something's going to happen. So whether it's going to be fear of maybe losing your job, it could be fear of someone that might attack you, fear of you not being stronger than somebody else, fear of you not being able to meet your hopes and so on. That is fear, and you're going to have that. Allah says, well, Jumma, I will sometimes put you in a situation where you're going to be in a state of hunger. So you're hungry for something, you're not getting it, you're hungry for it. It could be a hunger of real food, or it could be a hunger in a metaphorical way. You're hungry for a certain thing you want in your life, but you cannot get it. And no matter how hard you try, you're not getting it because I put you in that state. I want to see what you do in that state. This is your test. This is your problem-solving situation. وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ. Sometimes I will reduce your wealth. You just earn some money, but expenditure has come along and you have to spend it. You just earned a little bit more and now you have to spend it again. Something has happened, whether it's in your house, whether it's your bills that you have to pay, a new bill, unexpected one that just arrived somewhere, maybe some relative that is in need asks you that you should help them, and again that's an expenditure you have to give out. But your money is always naqsin min al-amwal. Your money is always decreasing, and then you're always thinking and you're stressing out. When do I get the next payment? When do I get the next money? How do I pay off this loan? How do I pay off this debt? Because I got myself in this debt. Allah says, well, anfus. Sometimes there might be a bigger test that I put you in. You had a lovely father, a lovely family, and all of a sudden I took that father away. You have a lovely family, you have a lovely, set of brothers and sisters. All of a sudden I took one brother away. I took your mother away. I took your daughter away. I took your son away. And I want to see, what do you do in that situation? Because eventually all of you have to come back to me. But I decided to take one back early. That's all it was. When we lose a family member, a lot of us think, why did it happen to me? Why couldn't they live till 90? Why couldn't they live till 100? What we don't realize is all of us are going to be gone anyway. And Allah decided to take one early just to test the rest of us. And Allah says, what thamarat? Sometimes you were expecting certain results. What are the results you are expecting? I might not give you those results. I'll take those away from you. Whether it's exam results, whether it's results for your tests, whether it's results for your business, whether it's something that you wanted in terms of growth, I'm not going to give it to you. Whatever growth you wanted in your life, thamarat, I'm not going to give you that. You wanted growth of children, I won't give you that. You wanted your son to have certain grandchildren, I won't give you that. You wanted to have your growth in terms of your own, your own family, financial status, I won't give you that. And Allah says in all of these things, whenever you're tested in life, Allah says whether it's to do with fear, whether it's to do with hunger, whether it's to do with me decreasing your wealth, whether it's to do with decreasing a family member, whether it's to do with taking away the profits and the extra things you would have had in terms of growth, Allah says there's some amongst you that will whinge, they will cry, they will moan, they will start complaining, they will even raise complaints against Allah. They will say that we made dua, nothing happened. They will say, what's the point of religion? Because when we come to religion, we don't get what we want. There are some, because of these tests, that will move away from my house. They'll move away from me. They'll move away from God. They'll move away from religion. And there are some that will continue to complain. But there are few amongst you that even though I test you with all of these things, because every human being is being tested, there is not a single human being that is not being tested at this moment. Everyone is being tested. But some of you will say, you know what? Let's just have patience. Let's just have patience. Let's just have our patience. And to those people, Allah says, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Give good news to all those people. The whole of the world are tested. But there are few people amongst them that are people who are of patience. And Allah says, those people, Allah says, Bashir, give them good news. الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ. Those people whom once they are afflicted with some kind of affliction, قالوا, they say this. They say, Inna lillah. They say, well, we all belong to Allah anyway. We all belong to Allah. So what if I've lost, a person in my family? So what if I've lost some kind of growth that I wanted? So what if my money has come down? Because everything that I have, everything that is mine, everything that is part of mine, all of this is something which belongs to Allah anyway. Eventually, وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Eventually, me, my whole family, we will have to be returning back to Allah. Allah is going to take us all away from this earth. Eventually, the things that I had on this earth, in terms of my business, that is going to be returned back to Allah. Allah is going to take all of it back to Him on the Day of Judgment. Eventually, my whole life on this earth and all the things that I wanted and I had hopes for, all of that will be returning back to Allah. وَإِلَيْهِ يُرْجَعُ الْأَمْرُ كُلُّهُ. All things will be returned back to Him. Eventually, all these things were given to me because Allah wanted to test me to see what do I do with my eyes, with my ears, with my mouth, with my body, with my friends, with my intelligence, with my beauty, with my power, with my status on the earth, with my certificate that I had, with my position of power in my workplace, in my college, in my university, just because I was much better than the students that are there. Eventually, Allah was testing me with all of this. وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. And all of us will be returned back to Him. Allah says, give good news to them when they're having patience during those times. So my young brothers and my young sisters, and those of us who are here, who are listening, I want to tell you that if you have got sabr, you've got patience in life, then you have got a massive portion of your life that will go well, it will go good. Right now you're young, you don't have what you want, have patience. Learn how to be a good human being. You have patience. Alhamdulillah, Allah Azza wa Jalla will give you more. Allah will give you more. Because today you show patience, you got the best quality in the whole of the life. Whole of anyone's life, you got the best quality. Your friends could be having a really hard time right now because they are complaining about what they did not get. But you know what? You won't have that complaint. You'll say, well, that's life. Alhamdulillah, that's life. That's life. Finished. I accept it. I accept where Allah put me. I'm fine. You've got a much better life than your friends. You will grow up until you're looking for a job. The day you don't find a job, others will be really frustrated for not finding a job. They might even get stressed out, but you won't get stressed out because this is another problem Allah's put me in. It's another problem-solving situation. I was taught sabr when I was young, and I'm going to continue with my sabr and my patience right now, and I'll carry on. You get married, and then you'll have problems. Every person who gets married, whether you get married, you don't get married. Whether you get a relationship outside marriage, inside marriage, you've got problems. There is not a single human being on the earth without problems. Not a single human being on the earth. I can say this with 100% confidence. Why? Because Allah created this earth completely. He said, خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. Allah says, your whole life and death rotates. Your entire life rotates on a test. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ. I'm going to test to see which one of you comes out with the best of actions in the end. So there's no human being on the earth that has no problem. So even some of you might be thinking, well, those people who are in Beverly Hills in California, they've got the massive houses, they've made it for their life, they don't need to earn another penny in their lives, they're celebrities. Well, they've got some of the biggest problems that any other human has got. Because you've got the highest suicidal rates, not amongst the poor people, but amongst the rich. If you look in the world, the highest suicidal rates are not amongst the poor people. There are very few people who kill themselves out of hunger. There are many people who will kill themselves when they've got to an affluent and a rich status. Why? Because of the many problems it brings. You think money is your solution. A lot of these youngsters, they might see celebrities that have made it. They've got money, they've got the girls, they've got the cars, they've got the life that they're running. Well, I tell you one thing. Behind their fake smiles is a lot of stress. Behind their fake smiles is deep down grief, because they've got jealousy that surrounds them. They became arrogant, and other arrogant people are calling them out. They got into things in their lives that they wish they never had got into. They took drugs, or they took they went out partying, and they came across the wrong people. They've got people in their lives, these people who are celebrities, they've got people in their lives that they wish they would never have had. The people they're sleeping with, they can't trust them. They can't trust them. One day they're with them, next day they're always watching. Where's she going? Or where's he going? Who's he seeing? Who's she seeing? They go, what is deep? What is within them? Why? Because the more money you have in this world, the more of a test you're going to have, my friends. Please remember this. The more money Allah will give you, the more you can get the luxuries of this world. And the more you get the luxuries of this world with that money, the more you put yourself into a greater test. Because now your test has quadrupled. Your test has become tenfold. Why? Because yesterday you were in a small house, small room, sharing it with a brother. You had hardly any time to maneuver, to do anything wrong. Today Allah gives you a house. He gives you not one house, He gives you two. He gives you freedom. He gives you money to travel across the world. And I tell you what some of these youngsters are doing right now. Some of these youngsters in 20 years old, 25 years old, they got a bit of money. They'll go to Morocco over a whole weekend. Okay, they'll go Friday night, they'll come back Sunday night. This is real. I'm talking about real cases here. They'll go to Dubai. Friday, they'll come back Sunday. They've gone, they come back in 2 days. What have they done in those 2 days? Well, they've gone out there and they've committed haram. They got the money. How much does it cost you to go to Morocco on a weekend? How much is it going to cost you? Less than £90. If you book it on one of these cheap flights, less than £90. You go over there, the whole weekend won't cost you more than £200 to £300. Okay, very cheap. So within 2 days, £200, and they come back and they've already done something which now hellfire is destined for them unless Allah Azza wa Jal forgives them. Because they've committed zina over there, they've committed something very, very wrong over there, and they had a choice. Why? Because they've got the money in their hands. My friends, money is not the solution. The solution to life is if you can gain how to have sabr, patience, how to understand that the many things you want in life, you don't get it, you know what? You withhold yourself. withhold yourself. Now, I want to come back to my original thing. My young brothers, my young sisters, I want to ask you, if you've got parents right now that are not giving you everything you want, you know what? You will grow up, inshallah, one day you will grow up to appreciate a lot of the things that you have. But if today your parents give you most of the things you want, so they give you the games you want, they give you the times and the consoles you want, they give you the smartphones in your hands you want, they allow you to, they bring the happiness on your faces, and they too seem smiling at you because they gave you the things that you asked. I'm telling you, you're going to pay a massive price tomorrow. And you parents who've given smartphones to young children without sharing the passcode, you have given a one-way ticket perhaps to hellfire to your children, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. You gave them a phone, a smartphone. They've got access to the internet. They can roam around the entire world in any place. Think about how many dangers there are. They can go there. They can put haram in their eyes every night if they want. They can put haram in their hearts, in their minds, in their souls, through the Wi-Fi, through the internet. That phone is locked from parents. That phone is locked from the whole world. They can do what they want. They can make a relationship. They can talk to someone behind your back. You won't even know. They'll be sitting in front of you in the living room on the sofa, watching the movie or whatever with you, and texting with the phone, away from you, and they're texting in a haram relationship, and you don't even know. Yet you gave the smartphone. You've got no access to it. You've got no passcode that you share with it. These children haven't got the iman to protect themselves. They haven't got the taqwa. You never gave that to them. Yet you gave them this smartphone that they have. And I'm telling you, even teenagers tell me, why should teenagers have a smartphone without having an adult that will go into their phone now and again to see whether they are slipping into Jahannam? This is a serious case. This is not a small thing I'm talking about. And then parents later on, what they'll do is they will come to us, the imams, when it's too late. They gave their children hours and hours of games to play. They gave them the smartphones in their hands, and the child first was very happy when he received it, and then after a while the child goes into a certain mood where he's not speaking to anyone. Then slowly he makes his own life. The parents have less and less communication over the years. And these children, you children, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be thinking, well, how come he's saying that our parents should share the password? I'm telling you one thing, I'm doing a favor for you today, my young friends. I'm doing a favor for you. If you go home today, and if you allow your parents to share those passcodes of the smartphones that they've given, you're going to one day you'll thank me. Today, you're going to be someone who probably hates what I'm saying to you. You're going to hate what I'm saying to you, because you don't understand. You're having a time of your life. You got a nice smartphone, free Wi-Fi. No one's got access to this passcode. No parents, no elders, nobody can see it. You can do what you like. You can download whichever app you want. You can make connections with whoever you want, and you think this is bringing you happiness. You don't realize tomorrow you'll be left in tatters. You'll be crying. You'll have grief that you'll never be able to solve after that. You'll never be able to patch it up after that. Had your parents been there, an older brother, an older sibling, someone being there to see where you're going on the internet, to give you guidance, to tell you not to go to certain sites, to tell you not to download certain apps, to tell you not to send certain messages to certain people. Had they been there to guide you, then you would have been a much better person. You would have hated it a little bit, but long term you'll be a lot more happier. So what we need to understand, I'm going to say this as a final thing to all parents. If there's anything that spoils our children and their future, it's us. Because we give them too much freedom. We give them too much love. We give them too much freedom. I started this talk by saying to you, when I was young, when you were young, we hardly had anything. That was in the 70s and 80s. Those who grew up in the 70s and 80s, that's what happened. In the 90s and 40s, people changed. They said, no, we're going to be okay with our children. We're going to give everything they want. We're going to make life really, the things we never had, we're going to give it to them. And it reversed. Now there's a price to pay. These children are now growing up, they don't appreciate life. They deep down, they hate their elders. Though they got everything. I'm getting parents coming to me and saying, Imam Sahib, I can't understand. I gave everything to my child. Everything to my child. I gave him, whatever he wanted in the house. I gave him a good education. I made him grow up. I gave him whatever he wanted. Then in the end, I gave him his own house as soon as he got married. And now he's the one who gives me a hard time. He gives his mom a hard time. What's the matter? What did I do wrong? I said, well, you've done a very big thing wrong, my friend. I said, you gave him everything. That is your fault. You provided everything. You never gave him a day worth of worry in his life. And now you're going to pay the price. Because if you had to worry, if you had to struggle, then he learns what summer is. He learns what life is. He learns that he will never get anything in life unless he struggles for it. And then when he gets it, he'll appreciate it. But if he gets everything free, whenever he wants, he wants it. Just let it be mine, let it be mine. Whenever he gets it, then he won't appreciate anything he has. All the wonderful things you get, anything, because he thinks as a human being, that's what life is. That's how you get everything. Whenever you say you want something, you just get it. And then he will bite the hand that feeds him. That is because you created the situation, my friend. You gave everything. My brothers and my sisters who are parents here, you give a total amount of love and love, 100% love. You give too much love to your children without wanting to hurt them at all. By saying no to them for certain things they want, you will pay the price. Because they will show you that they don't care or appreciate anything you gave once you give them whatever they want. The modern psychologist says that if you give your children 2 out of 10 times the extra thing they want in their lives, 2 out of 10 times you give it to them, 8 out of 10 times you don't give it to them, they will grow up appreciating everything they've got in their life. They will grow up with patience. They will grow up with good character. They will actually grow up with a lot of appreciation. If you give your children 8 out of 10 times the extra thing they want in their lives, 2 out of 10 times you say no to them for the extra things when I say extra, I mean not the basic necessities. Of course, the food, the clothing, the things that they need for the basic life, the education, that we're going to give to them. But the extra things, the extra things like the games and the extra clothing and the designer clothing and the smartphones and this game and that thing, that extra thing that I want. The extra things, if you give them 8 out of 10 times, and you say no to them 2 out of 10 times, they will grow up not appreciating the things you give them. They will grow up to be miserable. They will grow up moaning. They will grow up without patience, and they won't appreciate life when they grow up. So that's your solution to you. I'm going to ask you as a community, please help reverse this generation, because there's serious damage that is being made by our own hands, and we don't realize what we're creating. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us tawfiq. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the blessings of doing the best we can for our children, for our families. Jazakumullah khair. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. Just a quickly 2-3 announcements to make, inshallah. First of all, if you remember last year, Shaykh Hasan Ali from all the way to Medina, he came and gave a talk in our Masjid. Alhamdulillah, he will be back on this Wednesday. Now Wednesday, 27th of February, he will be here after Isha, 7:30 Isha. So after Isha, he will give the talk, inshallah. He's going to give a 45 minutes to 1 hour long talk on Wednesday, 27th of February. Second is very important. Many of us, we know, we've been through our family, or immediate family or extended family, cancer-related illness. So Alhamdulillah, Masjid will be doing a program, an awareness, what is cancer screening, an awareness program by British Islamic Medical Associations tonight, 6 o'clock, between 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So brothers and sisters, the facility will be available for the sisters as well. So all are welcome, inshallah, in this gathering. Thirdly, as we know, last 4 or 5 years, we are going to Umrah, especially for the family and the youngsters of the Maktab. So this year we are going to Umrah for 80 people, and so far, alhamdulillah, 74 people has booked, only 6 spaces left, and we're going on April Easter holidays, just 2 weeks before the Ramadan starts. So it's going to be a big boost for us for the Ramadan, inshallah, if we can go to the Umrah before the Ramadan starts. Easter holiday between 6th to 17th of April. 6th to 17th of April. Anybody wants to join, please contact me or Maulana Zia. Jazakumullah khairan.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد يقول الله عز وجل في القرآن العظيم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون وقال تعالى إن الله يأمركم أن تؤدوا الأمانات إلى أهلها وإذا حكمتم بين الناس أن تحكموا بالعدل إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا وقد قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وارض عن الصحابة رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين وارض عنا معهم. قال الله تعالى في شأنهم: والذين جاءوا من بعدهم يقولون ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم، ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم. اللهم إنا نسألك ما سألك منه عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، ونعوذ بك مما تعوذ منه عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. أنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم ولا ذكر الله تعالى أولى وأهم وأكبر. أقيموا الصلاة.